producer wife Beth, in 2 days now, it is Thanksgiving, and we haven't done it in the last year or two because we're busy people. But once upon a time, we used to do our Thanksgiving themes.
Yes.
Yeah. And what we would do, dear listeners, is we would take our Thanksgiving traditional ingredients, the turkey, the stuffing, the stuff like that, and we would bend it into a different kind of food genre.
Yes.
And we've done like an Italian theme, we've done a Mexican theme, we've done Spanish, we've done Asian. We did a Mediterranean once as well.
Yep.
So we've like taken stuff and bent it into all sorts of fun things. But we read something today and we used to take this and we post all these pictures online. And that would end up being one of our quote-unquote best social media days. Because everybody loved to look at our food and go, what are they bringing next? Because we were always creative with it.
Yeah.
But now we've learned that we're not supposed to do that.
That's true.
So we're going to dig into that here for segment 3 of today's grand show. But before we do, please do consider visiting us online, soulwisdom.com, S-O-U-L-E, wisdom.com. We've said it before, we'll say it again. We have many great gifts at our stores, soulwisdom.com/shop. We'll link you to them, and we can get you jewelry, we can get you artwork, we can get you health and beauty products, amongst other things. We've got the stuff.
Yep.
We're also small, and you should always shop small for your Christmas needs.
Yes.
So do that. You can email us questions at soulwisdom.com. You can tweet us at soulwisdom. Shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so we came across this story, and if you're visually gifted, you may play along on your screen. And we actually came along it from a Fox News report where they referenced this story from NBC News, and Fox called it quote-unquote lighthearted. I don't think it's lighthearted at all. I failed to find the lightheartedness in it. But
you should probably give a little bit of backstory as to what the article was about. Because wasn't it like MSNBC or somebody today was... yesterday.
The Today Show is doing a report.
Yeah, that's what it was.
On like the rising costs of groceries and how you might not be able to do a traditional Thanksgiving and things like that.
Yeah.
That was what they were referencing. And then they referenced this article, which is entitled, Turkey Social Media Photos Promote Harmful Obsession with Meat. And this is an opinion piece off of NBC News. But this was the thing that Fox was referencing as like lighthearted. And I think it's kind of heavy-hearted, personally.
Yeah.
So let's get into it just a little bit. This was written by Jeff Sebo. He is the director of Animal Studies MA program at NYU.
Or he was 2 years ago when this was written.
Oh, this was written 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I thought it was written this year.
Nope.
I should really look at the dates on things. It doesn't really matter, though, because it's still very relevant.
Yeah.
And it's still stupid. Maybe he saw our pictures, and that's why he wrote it. Because 2019, I think, was the last year we did a theme.
That's true.
So maybe that's it. Maybe we caused this article. Damn. All right. Sorry, everybody. I think we broke social media for Thanksgiving. Well, let's find out. Thanksgiving brings out a lot of disagreement among Americans on topics ranging from politics all the way back to the origins of the country. But everybody comes together to eat turkey. Americans will eat an estimated 46 million turkeys on Thanksgiving Day. That seems light to me. I would have guessed more.
Yeah.
But whatever. Social media will be filled with recipes and photos. The president will pardon a turkey.
I think he pardoned like peanut butter and jelly or something this year.
I think it was.
So it was actually 2 turkeys. Unless it was 1 turkey that had a compound name.
I don't know. They need to get more... No, he usually pardons 2. They need to get more hip ones, though, like avocado and toast.
Yeah.
That would be
awesome.
That'd be perfect. Let's see. Our national obsession with meat is an ongoing affair. In 2018, Americans consumed an estimated 222 pounds per person. That seems light, too. This raises a question, how with what we know about animal welfare, public health, and environmental impacts, are so many of us not only eating meat, but publicly promoting the idea of eating meat? He goes on to say, I would love to persuade people to eat less meat this Thanksgiving. I know we are already talking a lot about that. We also think that we do food ethics a disservice by focusing so much on consumer behavior and so little on social behavior around food. We know that what we say can at least be impactful, if not much more impactful than what we do. Really? He just said that. We know that what we say can be at least as impactful, if not more impactful than what we do. Isn't there the old saying that actions speak louder than words?
Yeah.
All right, so this moron's already coming at this from the wrong angle, but let's keep going. I'm angry now.
Sorry.
I should be hangry because we're talking about food.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I'm just angry because this guy's a moron, allegedly. Anyways. For example, if you share on social media that you like a new restaurant, this speech act can cause your friends to eat at this restaurant at least as many times, if not many more times, than you do yourself. That's not necessarily true. Whatever. Here then is a simple argument for not engaging in speech that promotes eating meat. If we have the right to free speech, we also have a responsibility not to harm others. When we promote eating meat, we help to normalize food systems that kills more animals, harms more workers, consumes more land, water, and energy, and produces more waste, pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions than plant-based alternatives by a wide margin.
If you choose not to eat meat, that's fine, but we are designed to eat meat.
Yeah, take a look at your teeth. They're designed to rip apart flesh.
Yeah.
This is a fact. And exactly how is it that we're going to use up less land if we're all eating plants? Are they just going to grow out of the air?
Maybe.
We're going to have floating plants? But then we'll be like running into them when we walk and stuff. That'll suck. Okay. One might claim, for example, that promoting eating meat does not, in fact, harm others unnecessarily. All food systems cause harm in one way or another. Well, then what's the difference to switching to plants, you moron? So, we would be causing harm no matter what food system we supported. However, this response overstates how comparable these harms are. While all food systems are harmful, factory farming is much more harmful than alternative systems. One might also claim that not all meat is factory farmed. Granted, it might be bad to promote factory farming, but it is not bad to promote non-industrial agricultural, which is more humane. This point is well taken, but note two things. First, non-industrial animal agriculture often causes harm too. Second, when we promote non-industrial animal agriculture, we might not intend to be supporting factory farming, but if our actions promote eating animals, the vast majority of whom are factory farmed, we're still supporting factory farming.
I think he's thinking too deeply into this. We need food.
Yeah.
There's industries built around it. And there's definitely ways that they can be improved. And I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, and then he says, the last point is a reminder of why we need to think about food justice holistically. So yes, he's overthinking it. We need to think about food justice holistically. What in the ever-loving F is food justice? Are we just make-up terms now?
Yeah, I mean, if he was talking about, like, eliminating, quote, food deserts so that people have access to food, that's one thing. But I think he's talking, based on the rest of the article, about justice for the animals and the workers of such industries. And the animals are obviously being bred to be eaten, and the workers are being paid.
You need food. You need meat. Humans are designed to eat meat. We can argue about...
I don't think we should be, especially with everything else going on in the world, sucking the joy out of everything, including eating.
Yeah. I don't know.
And to that end, there's enough people who have eating disorders and everything else, so let's not put more stigma on the actual eating of food. Because I believe he could be unintentionally, but causing more harm than good, even with that article.
Oh, he might be intentionally causing it at this point. I'm not ruling out anything. I'm leaving my judgment on this one open. Ultimately, our consumer and social behaviors are linked, and they both have political significance. There it is.
That's fair.
Took a minute, but there it is. Political significance. One is a matter of voting with our wallets, and the other is a matter of getting out the vote for the candidate of choice. Everything, at the end of the day, swings around to politics.
Yeah.
Even your goddamn turkey dinner. Congratulations, Americans. They are also mutually reinforcing. When we structure our daily ritual around complicity and the unnecessarily harmful system, it becomes harder, socially, psychologically, even logistically, not to be complicit in the system in other ways, too. This is my favorite part of the article coming up right now. With that said, note what I am not asking here. I am not, at the moment, asking you to work to dismantle factory farming. Parentheses, but please do. I am not, at this moment, asking you to stop eating animals. Parentheses, but please do. So he's asking.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm simply asking you to stop promoting the idea of eating animals. And if you find it difficult to eat animals without promoting the idea of eating them, then I'm asking you to think about what that shows about the act of eating them. Blah, blah, blah. I just can't take it anymore. How do these people get a platform?
It's interesting.
Yeah. Everything has got to be a problem now.
Yes.
And it's insane to me. You know, there again, if you look at the biology of people, okay, we are designed to be meat eaters.
Yeah.
There are people out there. Michaela Peterson, Jordan Peterson's daughter, is the most famous. But Joe Rogan is another one who is into this now, where they have gone to a strictly meat diet, and they're healthier. Michaela had all sorts of autoimmune diseases and everything else. She doesn't test for any of them anymore. It's like a clean slate. And all she did was rip everything out of her diet, except all she eats now is lamb. Now, it's a boring diet.
Yeah.
But her body has gotten rid of all the things that bothered her for decades. She had stuff since she was a child. She's in like her mid-30s now.
Yeah.
Healthy. I don't know. But be that as it may, I don't understand the preachiness all of a sudden that's coming around from the idea of eating the food source that we were designed to eat. Have you looked at a vegan lately? I'm sorry. And this is a little bit of a generalization, and I get that. Bear with me, healthy, ripped vegan, whoever you are that I've never met. Every vegan I've ever met, they're stringy, they look unhealthy, and they're angry.
I don't think that necessarily applies anymore, because a few years back, walking through Whole Foods, perhaps, but there's been such a wave of influx of mass-produced food for vegans and everything else that a lot of like the frozen food and stuff that you can get is oftentimes more unhealthy than the non-vegan options.
It's true.
So it's not always better for you. They just mask it with a bunch of like filler and lots of salt. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we used to play that game from time to time. We walk through Whole Foods and grab a box out of the freezer case and like read the ingredients, and half of them you didn't even know what they were.
Yeah.
So you can't look at that and go, oh, this is all natural and healthy. No, it's not.
No, not always.
Now you can argue, and I will argue this in the affirmative, that we eat too much as a society. We're definitely overeaters. We take in way too many calories than we need. At least based on how we generally live our lives. If we were more active and we were like exercising every day and doing what we're supposed to do, then those calories would be justified, because you're going to burn them off and you're going to use that to build muscle. But
I think a lot of that is hereditary, and it just never disappeared from like actual food famines and everything else, where you would want to bulk up for the winter so that you would make it through.
Yeah. No, that's probably true. But
before refrigeration was a thing and everything else.
But this whole idea that we shouldn't eat meat, and then the whole argument of cruelty and all of that. Look, I'm not in favor of any kind of system that treats an animal like garbage, because frankly they're going to taste better if they're treated well anyways.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Go have a slab of Kobe beef sometime. Those suckers are massaged and fed beer every day, and that's tasty meat.
Yeah.
But so I'm not in favor of mass mistreatment, but in the same respect, this whole idea that we'll be better stewards of the planet somehow if we're not eating meat, that's just not the case, because that's not how the world works. And again, it's this obsession, and we've talked about it before, with people trying to outthink Mother Nature.
Well, and there's plenty of other animals that eat other animals.
Oh, there's plenty that would eat us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think for a minute that the cute little tigers from Tiger King, for example, won't take your friggin' head off if they have the opportunity.
Or
they
if
took
they're
the
hungry.
arm of that one zookeeper there. So it's not like we sit necessarily at the very top of the food chain. We have our enemies too.
Yeah.
We are also a food source. I don't know.
Shark likes us.
Oh, sharks love us. We're yummy. Good land meat. It's like when we eat, like seafood.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks love their land food.
Yeah.
It's like a delicacy. You don't get it that often out there, see?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I almost hate this article more once you pointed out to me that it was 2 years old.
Sorry.
No, it's because I didn't notice the date on it when I read through it the first couple of times, but I almost hate it more now because it's still getting play 2 years later. That this moron's words live on. I don't know.
Well, we just gave it play.
We did. And I hope lots of people click on the video for it too. But I got to rip on it, so that's okay.
True.
So everybody wins in that case.
Yeah.
All right, you know where I stand now. You know where the producer wife stands. So we should probably go ahead and wrap it up here. That concludes today's exciting day of excitedness. Tomorrow is the day before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We should probably talk about some more Thanksgiving-y things. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
In the meantime, please do visit us, soulwisdom.com. You can email us, let us know what you think of the show, questions@soulwisdom.com. You can tweet us at soulwisdom. All of those lovely things. Like, subscribe, share. Please do help us get the show out in front of other people. We are growing. We can grow faster with all of your help.
Yep.
And the best thing you can do to help us is to share our wisdom with other people. So please do so. On that note, we will see them tomorrow. Yeah, Buffy?
Yeah.
All right, you folks take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.